Moving on to day 5 of Bionicle Week, we'll be taking a look at Bionicle 2016 Pohatu. Now, a lot of Bionicle fans, especially the veterans, will realize that a lot of the sets released in this particular color scheme, going as far back as G1 Pohatu, it seems as though these particular sets do not sell very well just because their designs are a lot more bland compared to the rest of the other Toa or the other sets associated with the wave that particular set was being released under. However, I have to admit, LEGO did an interesting job in creating this version of the Pohatu, since usually when it comes to Pohatu, he usually has a very bland weapon like tiny claws or some of the other weapons that we've seen in the past. This time they gave him a whole new lance, along with a throwback to his original design, since it does include the rock. So, I have to admit, this set is actually a pretty decent set. When I look at the box as normal, Pohatu is set 71306, and he has 90 pieces. His associated creature, Ketar of stone, is set 71301, and he has 80 pieces. So, interesting that Pohatu only has 10 more parts compared to his creature. Now, Pohatu is once again a part of the $15 price point, so for a $15 set, just looking alone, it's actually a pretty decent set we got built altogether for Pohatu. Anyways, we'll take a look at Pohatu first. Articulation-wise, you're going to get the exact same as you see with the other Toa. His head is on a ball joint. Shoulders are on ball joints, and same thing with his elbows. He does have another joint here, but it's a bit tight there, so he has a joint on his wrists. He has the same waist articulation. He has outward hip movement. He has ball joints in the knees and ball joints in the ankles, so it's pretty much the same you're going to get with pretty much all the Toa. For his creature, we have Ketar, which is a very nice scorpion set, actually. I think this set is a lot better than the Skull Scorpion we got last year, since this scorpion can actually have a lot more articulation points. His legs have 2 points of ball joint articulation, the first being on the upper part of the leg, and also on the feet as well. He has ball joints in his neck, and also in his head, so 2 joints there. And his gimmick allows you to go into a kind of slashing movement by moving the tail back and forth. The part of the set that I do not like is that, for some reason, LEGO decided to just keep these as pieces that just stick out, and you can actually put maybe one of the washer pieces there, but just on its own, it is a bit weird that they decided to design it with just these pieces sticking out. This set also includes its own trap, which is a pretty interesting trap. I think these legs are new. I'm not sure if they're associated with any other set on the top of my head, since I haven't been following every LEGO set that's been released. So these might have been released in maybe a Hero Factory set or something, but I'm not 100% sure. It includes this really nice tail, which is used by a chain here. It's got 2 blades at the end, so that's pretty cool. And it can open and close like the other traps. We'll now move on to the combination, which actually looks pretty cool actually when you attach it to Pohatu. We're going to take off his mask, once again attach the golden mask. And then we're going to use the same ports in order to connect with Pohatu. We're just going to move all the pieces, since surprisingly this actually turns into some kind of wing pack as well. It seems like a lot of the sets this time around either turns into some kind of main armory kind of thing for the Toa, or a full-on jetpack. So that just seems to be the running trend for this time around. And now we're going to put down the helmet as normal, and now we got Pohatu fully combined with his creature. So while this might not be the most unique looking of the sets, just because it does reuse a lot of parts, it does look pretty good actually when you attach all the sets together. And I think Pohatu this time around is a lot more unique compared to some of the other installments of the character we got ever since his creation in the original sets. So I think this works pretty well, and I think it looks really nice. So I highly recommend picking up Pohatu if you're a fan of this particular line of Toa and so on. So basically anything of the stone variety or of the, what's it called, the brown shaded sets for Bionicle. I have to admit, this is a really nice set to get a hold of, and I think they did a nice job for this time around. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow and we're looking at the final Toa of the 2016 sets. But for now, I'll be seeing you too, and please don't forget to comment and subscribe. Check out the other channels down below, and please check out this video on Hirotaku. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.